be helpful if I actually had my mic plugged in. We'll see if that works, if that makes a difference. All right, testing. All right, I don't know if it's... All right, now you can hear me. Oh, what an idiot. Starts his live stream, doesn't even have his headphones plugged in. Anyway, hey everybody, how's it going? I know this is a little impromptu, unscheduled live stream, but honestly, I've been bored pretty much all day. You know, my whole weekend got turned upside down, and nothing went according to plan. And I kind of been running a little kooky this whole weekend, but I figured I might do some drawing, and you know, might as well go ahead and live stream it. That's the thing. You know, I reached out to Kodiak, who contacted me earlier today, and figured I'd see if he wanted to join. I sent him an invite, so hopefully he'll be able to join, and he'll fill us in on what's going on in the Bear Clan with his family. So in the meantime, just gonna chill and stream. I know nobody out there watching right now, and that's okay. Oh, I did shoot myself in the foot on Saturday. I actually had some videos that were queued up or were scheduled for Saturday. I actually had 2 videos that were there to be scheduled out throughout the day. And then I posted a video from the flea market of my store opening Saturday morning, and then immediately had to put another video up saying I was closed. And I realized that since YouTube only puts out 3 notifications a day, nobody was going to get notified on that third video, or what was going to be the second video, which ended up being the 4th video. You see what I'm getting at? So I kind of shot myself in the foot there. So, needless to say, I'm going to start planning a little bit better, especially on days where I'm live streaming. I won't have more than 2 videos scheduled. That way people get the notification for the live stream. And then on days where I'm not doing a live stream, I'll go ahead and put up 3 videos. So that's the new plan going forward. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there'll be 2 videos plus the live stream. And then all the other days, 3 videos. Because believe me, I got lots of stuff. I got lots of content to share with you guys. One of the things I'm hoping to be able to do during this live stream is go over some new comics, because I bought about 400 new comics for the store this weekend for the big sale that we were going to have, which ended up not happening. And I had only made a video of some of the comics, not all of them. So I still have 3 stacks over here worth 3 more videos worth. And I've already made 2, one which will go up tomorrow and one that will go up on Tuesday. And I figured the other 3 would be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday videos. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, the store opens up next weekend. I got the strange feeling it's not going to happen, which really sucks. They were talking about the only way for the flea market to open is if the government, the state government, city government laxes their regulations, and it doesn't sound like it's going to happen anytime soon. Just heard about a report from New Jersey in which the cops arrested 2 people at their home for putting on a wedding where they had more than 50 people. They also had their neighbors complaining that there was more than 50 people. So if the neighbors had just kept their mouths shut and been quiet and respected the other neighbors, no. We gotta rat them out. We gotta tell them. We gotta tell on them. I'd be like, find out who that neighbor is. You ain't ever borrowing sugar from me again, buddy. Oh. So I've been working on the design of this panda character who I've actually given, I've got more information on her backstory and so forth. I know who she is, and I know what her story is, and I know where she's going to come in the story. And I did figure out that she is part of Crom's story. She's not a hero character, even though when I originally designed her, I drew her in a Japanese, Chinese type outfit, which goes in line with the current storyline I'm working on for Hero. And, we'll see what happens. But I know I know where she fits in the story. I know who her character is. I don't know her name yet. It's one of the things that people keep asking is what is her name, and I don't have her name yet, but I do know who she is, and I do know a little bit of her backstory, and she is important in the first story that I'm developing for Crom. So she will be an important character in the particular story that I'm working on. So what I'm doing now is just trying to work up an idea for a costume. I kind of had an idea of her being kind of like a slave Leia, but I don't know if I want to go that far. That's sexy, sometimes that's a good idea, but we'll see. I don't think I want to go too overboard with it, but okay. I found some reference that's not actually slave Leia, but some cosplay of her, which, that's not bad at all. What we will do is do our own variation of the costume. I like the idea of the do a very thick collar. Not that I think it's necessary. I like the idea of a thick collar. I don't think in the slave Leia outfit she had a very thick collar, but that's okay. We can do our own variation. Let's see. All right. I don't think this is actually based on the actual costume itself. This is somebody's cosplay design, but I actually like it. I like it a lot. In actually Crom's story, we can have sexy and more mature. We don't have to not everything has to be kid friendly. And that's okay. Give her a little bit of hips. All right. See, this design is kind of based loosely on the Princess Leia, Slave Leia outfit, but we will eventually take some liberties. And for anybody wondering, yes, she does get revenge against whoever has enslaved her, as you would expect. You know, we do live in a world where the righteous do get revenge against the wicked. And Crom's story is no less that. Oops. Go this way. Inspired by, but not an exact copy. That's what we're going for. I could easily see somebody looking at it and go, that's inspired by the Slave Leia costume. And my response to that would be yes. Oh, you know what would be funny is if I actually made the costume have features of the bad guy, who, by the way, as you all know, is the gorilla. We might have to work that out. What's up, man?
Well, that was aggravating as all fish.
Why? What happened?
When I went to click on Twitter to get your link or see if you had posted it, whole computer froze. Had to restart it. I think we've narrowed down the problem with the new computer. We've realized what it is.
Oh yeah.
It's such a big computer. It has one of those tubes in it that runs cold water throughout.
Okay.
And we think that's not plugged up to where it runs the cool water through it. So we think it's overheating. And
that'll shut down a computer in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah, man. So we got to figure that. I think it's just, but if I just restart it, it gives me about an hour or two before it does it again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's the first. Well, I do too much complaining lately. It's like everybody's in a shit place. Don't want to complain anymore. I'm still breathing.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, man.
I understand that completely. It's like, look on the bright side, you know?
Bright side is I haven't been out of the house in a month. Literally, like legit. Like, remember I was supposed to go to the CU and I came down sick. Remember?
Yep.
Been sick ever since. So that was almost a month ago.
Wow.
I was on Dillard's stream last night.
Oh yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing good. Working on. I like to watch him and his process.
He never did find the pony.
Excuse me, sorry. I
have a mute button for a reason,
I didn't.
Damn it.
I did not catch it. That's how fast it comes, dude. I was like reaching for it, and it just said "fuck you."
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah. Well, usually what he said, Minuteman. What do they call the Minuteman's babies?
I don't know what.
Minute Maid. I made that joke actually, but
I was just gonna say, is that a Kodiak original?
Yeah, it is. That's it's one of those that somebody else somewhere has got to have a rendition of because it's just so obvious of a joke.
Yep.
But
hold on just a quick second. Hold on a second. All right. My wife heard somebody making noises and thought it was the dog, but he's sleeping quietly underneath my chair, or under my desk, I should say.
It's your lover stuffed in the closet.
No, most likely it's a cat fucking with one of the boxes that I have over here.
Is that what we're calling that now?
That is what we're calling it. Why would you think I would have replaced you with another Kodiak?
No,
Why would you even think that?
there is no replacing Kodiak.
I know. That's what I was saying when you sent me that message, thinking that I'd replaced you. I'm like, what is he? Is he on crack?
It would be a funny skit though to have a fake Kodiak come in, like a blonde version of me or something, bald, and have me come in, get all like act like I'm really truly butthurt.
I think we'd have to have more of an audience and more of that type of. Oh wow, we actually have people here. Nighthawk Warrior says, "Hey, how's it going?" Dillard says, "Simp." Yes,
I'm a
Kodiak
simp for Dillard. It makes Andrew jealous. Jelly.
Yeah, I'm very, very jealous.
I thought I'd be a lot more drunk by now, by the way. I drank 2 shots of vodka and it did absolutely nothing.
Okay, well, not that I'm encouraging it, but just go slow.
That's what she said. No, that's actually what she says a lot. It's like, just go slow.
Since it's just you and me, there's always the potential. There's always the potential for good bleep show material here. So
hey. I'm still looking for those like whiskey chocolate covered cherries or something just to get you like. We gotta have some kind of thing to hit, like a 1,000 subs or something like that. I don't know. What's your next? What is your next? God, the words is just escaping the shit out of me.
Well, I think I'm at 516 or 517 now, so 600 would be the next milestone.
There you go.
So yeah.
Does she have a leash on, Andrew?
She will.
This is the officially, we always tease you about furry material, but this is.
Well, there's a reason. She's actually
it makes me feel funny in my Peter.
She's very much like a Slave Leia character in the fact that she is, when you're first introduced to her, she's like a secondary background character who's like chained up, and she doesn't say anything, but she's obviously, she's obviously important in some way. And we'll figure that out as the story goes along.
I had a very important question for you earlier, but I was talking to Elliot on Instagram, and it was pulled up on my phone, and I didn't realize it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to ask Andrew that." So I pulled up the phone and I typed it out and sent it, and I sent it to Elliot, and Elliot's like, confusing. It's like, oh, this is supposed to be, and his art rep is named Andrew, so I was like, this is for Andrew Misfit Corner. It was a shit show, but no, everybody's come to expect nothing less from Kodiak, I think.
Okay, so what was the question you were supposed to ask?
I don't know if I should ask that on air or off there.
Is it something that
I want to pay you?
Oh, good.
Eventually, not anytime soon, so you don't have to worry about it. But in your style, not it wouldn't be furry just because that's not the thing. I want to pay you for one of my covers because I like and enjoy your style, and I think it would be really awesome. And
I can do more than just furry. I just like.
Yeah, no, I've seen your art, and I'm a fan of your art. That's why I want it. Yeah, I'm a fan of your art, and you probably have seeing how fast you bust out a what would it called concept. You're probably really dope on covers, huh? Pat yourself on the back a little.
I have a tendency. I'll focus on doing like pinup or cover type images, simply because I had a thing, especially with one of my previous books, where what I would do is I would come up with an idea for a story, and then I would sit down and I would lay out a cover idea or a pinup idea for that particular story. And then if I never actually got to the story, at least I had the inspiration or the beginnings of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of what I do, at least lately, especially like with Crom, like all the Crom pieces that I've done have been ideas for something larger that just hasn't happened yet. But it's kind of my way of like, this is my mental note of what's going to happen. Like there's that one image of him and Princess and the armadillo thing is running at them. That's an idea for a story. I haven't had time to sit down and actually.
Did you say you're going R-rated with Crom or hard PG-13?
It's not going to be like kid friendly. There's going to be violence and sexy characters and so forth, but it's not going to be like
basically like a Marvel, old school Marvel, but Marvel version of Conan.
Oh, it would definitely be something in line with a Conan from Marvel, which wasn't overly gory and bloody and so forth, you know?
Yeah, they still had to abide by the Marvel standard.
Yep.
Matter of fact, when there was nudity, I think they changed their name to something else for Conan.
Well, they did the Epic line, and there were some Epic issues of Conan that were actually really good because it was you were able to have like nudity and so forth. I don't think Conan ever had like vulgar, you know. It wasn't like the Witcher series on Netflix where they say the F word and so forth, you know.
How is that, by the way? Is that any good? My wife watched
I enjoyed it. My wife, I think, was kind of bored with it. So,
you know, I'm a simp. So, is there any simp material? I know there is.
It's good. It's good. It's enjoyable.
My wife complained that she feels they were trying to be Game of Thrones too much.
Well, that's how I sold it to my wife when she asked about, hey, is there something new to watch? I said, yeah, there's this new show. It's kind of like a Game of Thrones type.
Hey, we have a Nighthawk Warrior in the comments.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Oh, you probably already read it. Okay. Sorry about that. I just
Nighthawk Warrior says, so Misfit Corner Comics, what's the female character's name? And then Dillard says Leia. Yes, I will admit her character and her outfit and her design and her story is all based on my love of Princess Leia.
Right.
We'll put it that way. Definitely, there's definitely something there, but her name is not Leia. Could be. I don't know. I have her hair going out large. If I was going to make it based on Leia, she'd have a big ponytail.
Have you noticed any internet stream problems or internet since this whole quarantine?
Not really.
Well, that's what I was doing. I was sharing it out.
Well, I got a notification that T-Mobile, who's my internet carrier, not my internet carrier, but my phone carrier, said that they were going for the next 2 months give us unlimited bandwidth, I guess, with your phones.
Yeah.
But then I've already got you've used up your one whatever for the month, and I'm like, okay, well maybe they lied. I don't know.
That's what Comcast did to me. I searched everywhere for unlimited, and they sold me on unlimited, and I had unlimited for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden I get this random $400 internet bill, and they're like, "We never had unlimited." I'm like, "I've been with you for 10 years. When we moved into this house, I had 2 adult males who do nothing but play video games. They have PC and video games. I wanted to be able to be online, so I know what I bought, you know? It's like, and I've had it for 2 years. It was so weird. And that's when I dropped Comcast.
No.
Get lost, Comcast. Did you see my Cecil frog?
No.
I wonder if I can share my screen. I'll try.
Yeah, share your screen. I'm sure I'll share
I gotta find it first. I don't get to save it to the computer. I gotta go to Cecil.
We might have a weird thing happen a little later, but my son, who has a group of kids, got people that he worked with that do Dungeons and Dragons, and the place that they normally meet up at was closed down. So they're actually meeting here at the apartment, and they're in his bedroom right now with a table and chairs and pizza and drinks and playing Dungeons and Dragons. My wife was like, it's so weird that he's playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, honey, He's got friends. Leave him alone.
Kodiak might be there. If Kodiak wasn't sick, Kodiak would be on his way. I need a good D&D out of get that. I need my kids. That's what they got for Christmas and stuff, and they really wanted to get in it and kind of let them down on it because I don't know.
Well, he also goes to my sister-in-law's house where he and my brother-in-law and my nephew and so forth. They have a campaign that they're working on, and he went Saturday night knowing that he didn't have to go to work Sunday because he's jobless right now.
Yeah.
Did an 11-hour campaign, and I'm like, geez Louise. I said, yeah, it took us a long time to get out of the tower. And I'm like, okay. I guess they were having a lot of fun, and it was like 3:00 in the morning before my wife realized, he hasn't come home yet. I said, honey, he's fine. He's not out getting drunk and partying all night long. He's playing D&D. Leave him alone. All right. So this is me just playing around and working. Oh, who do we got here? Oh, this is your screen. All right, let's see what this is. All right, zoom in a little bit so we can see that better.
All right, let's see how I do this. Hold on, there you go. It's acting funny now. It zoomed out. I literally hit plus. Hold on, give me a second. Let me stop sharing.
Now, is this your phone or something?
No, it's my other screen is like that. It's up and down like that.
Oh, hey, Cross is here, and so is Humphrey Bear. Hey, guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys.
We're just screwing around. We decided to do a live stream just so we could touch base. And
I thought you said you was gonna say. I thought you was gonna say touch each other.
I almost said that, but I knew you would go for that. Let's just touch base and see how we're all how we're all feeling. Yeah, okay. But yeah. Yep, still working on this design for this character. I'm liking it more and more. I think she's going to be a cool character. All right, here we go. Let's see. So it's a Cecil Cyber Frog.
Cecil Frog.
A Cecil Frog.
Yeah, I'm proud of that one. It only took me 4 hours to do the inks. So
very good, very good.
That's funny.
Now, did you share that with people? I mean, have they seen it? Yeah. Okay, very good.
Oh. I got more of a feedback on Instagram where there is no comic skaters that follow me, so that's weird. But yeah,
all right,
it's cool. I just think they're all fucking hungover from last night. That's why I was gonna color it and everything, put my colors to it, and try to work that out and see if I could get that.
Cross says I was thinking about maybe trying an auction. I don't know, Cross. I don't think anybody has any money, to be honest with you. I mean, I told
money is an issue.
I told my wife, I said, with the flea market being closed, now I got paid Friday, so we have money in the bank. The bills are taken care of. It's not a big deal. But usually when whatever money I make at the flea market is kind of like my spending money for the week. So that's the gas money, that's the grocery money, is to go out to eat money and so forth. And I don't have any extra money this week because the flea market was closed to me. And it's like, that really, really, really sucks.
Yeah, that was funny, as in not funny, but it was funny that you posted that. Right. Well, I seen the other video. I seen the video where you was like, ignore the other one. I just got shut down, right? And I went and watched that, and then immediately went over to Facebook. And my mother-in-law, she does, her whole living is at the flea market.
Yeah.
And she's like, "We're still open, guys." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "No, you're not. You're about to be shut down. Watch."
Well, what I was told by the manager of our flea market was that the fire marshal was out at the Ramona Boulevard flea market.
Yeah.
And if they were non-essential, they were telling them you have to shut down. And if they weren't, they were threatening to call the police and have them arrested. And they were like, we don't want any of that action, so we're going to have to ask you to close down. And I kind of, do you ever walk into a situation and there's something not right and it's not going to go right? It's not going to be horrible and bad. You just know it's not right. Well, I knew Saturday morning something was wrong when I went into the side entrance, because the flea market has a side entrance where there's two gates, and the one at the very, very back allows you to get into the back of the flea market. And that's where usually most of the retailers go. They go in the back and then they come up into the middle lanes where the people aren't parking, and those gates were closed. And that's very unusual. That's usually closed Monday through Friday, and they're not closed on the weekend. So as soon as I got to the gate and it was locked, it was like, okay, something is not right. So I turned around and I came in and I went into the front, and they had actually put up half the gate, blocking people from just going directly in. And they were letting people into the flea market area, but only the retailers. Everybody else was being asked to park on the outside, which they have a large parking lot with next to a storage space. So there's plenty of space, but they were limiting the number of people that could park inside to the retailer. So they flagged me in and I went right on in. And I got in, I started to set up, I opened the store, and I went outside, and the bar that's directly across from me that plays the loud music, they were closed. And I was like, yes, nice quiet day. I'm like, that's fantastic. And then the restaurant that's right there, the Mexican restaurant, was also closed. And I'm like, now that's unusual.
I know how loud those beer gardens can get too. They're obnoxiously loud.
Well, the people directly across from me, which they have a fashion store, they have clothing, they were open and ready to go. And the guy who does the shaved ice and all that, he was set up and ready to go. So I'm like, okay, this is, maybe I expected it to be slow. I was okay with it being slow because I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do. I had new comics I needed to set up. I was creating a new sign for the sale that we were going to do. I had a lot of work to do in the store. And maybe 2 minutes after I made and posted that video, the co-manager, Peggy, came up and said, hey, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but we're being asked to close all non-essential stores. And I'm like, well, comics, DVDs, and toys, that's essential entertainment for kids. I mean, come on, I'm essential to somebody. And she said, I wish that were true. She says, she tried to make that argument for like the video game people that sell video games.
Yeah.
And they were like, if it's not food and stuff like that, you gotta shut them down. And then this morning I went back because I had 2 boxes filled with bagged and boarded comics. I just literally wanted to drop them off. I wasn't going to stay. I just wanted to drop them off in the store. So, they're out of the way. And when I got there, they had locked down all the entrances to the flea market except for one entrance. And they had people out there standing out there, and they were counting. They were only letting in 50 people at a time. And when I got up there, I had my 2 boxes, and he said to the other guy who was there, this guy can go in. He's a retailer. He's just going to his booth so he doesn't count towards the 50. So I went in, dropped off my stuff, looked around. It was quiet as can be. The only retailers that were open were the vegetable guys, the fish market. On the other side, the people that sell cell phones cases, they were open. The guy that has the knife store at the front, he was open.
Now, knives are essential.
they can be considered essential, but the rest of it was closed. And I said, and I went home. And I'm like, all right, it's now 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning. What the hell do I do with my day? So I went home and took a nap. I took a nice little nap with the wife and the dog, and then got up, and it was like 1:30, and it's like, okay, now what do I do? So I made videos. I made videos of comics.
There you go.
So yeah, I've got 3 more stacks. I made 2 videos. One will go up on Monday. One will go up on Tuesday. And I got 3 more stacks. So I'll make 3 more videos that'll go up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And hopefully, Allah be praised. Hopefully the flea market will be open this weekend. So we'll see.
What do you do on nights you don't stream?
Like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Those are usually actually, whenever Mike would say, hey, you want to go see a movie? I said, Tuesday or Thursday. I'll go see a movie with you on those days. But now the theater's closed. And here's another thing. I got an email from AMC, which is not the theater that Mike worked at. And they said that they were going to stay open, but they were only going to sell half the tickets. So if the theater held 500 people, they were only going to sell 250 so that people could use social distancing. And my wife said, hey, maybe we should go see a movie. And I pulled up my app, and nope, theater's closed. They closed them down.
That's bullshit because you can't.
Yeah.
Haven't they seen the movie? What is that movie with Bob with Dustin Hoffman?
Outbreak.
Yeah. Doesn't it start in? I've never seen the movie. I just seen the one scene where the guy like sneezes in the fucking theater, and it just travels into somebody's nose or some shit.
Yeah, that happens.
That's gross.
But anyway, so Nighthawk Warrior says, "How's your comic shop?" It's closed now. And what's actually weird, which is actually funny, which is actually strange, is that when Peggy was giving me this information, I said, "Hey, my rent is due later this week. It's due on the 27th," and she's like, "Don't worry about it. We will work something out." I'm like, "Okay," because technically, because I always pay it when I get paid. So the money's already put aside. I mean, I've already got the money I put aside to pay it. But if I can't be open, it's like you got to, I know they're going to be willing to work with us. I don't know to what extent. And like I was telling my wife, it's like literally the store right now is a storage unit. All my stuff is in storage. So I'd be willing to pay like a storage unit fee, but not a, normal fee. So if they came back and said, half the price or whatever, I'd be fine with that. I mean, that's fine. But I have no clue what they're going to do and they still have no idea when it's going to open. And I am at their mercy and their whims. So
Tara can go back as soon as she's over the cold and has some kind of proof that she doesn't have the corona.
Are people buying cars right now?
Yeah. One guy didn't want to take a plane to New York, so he didn't want to rent a car, so he said, I might as well just buy a car, and went and bought a car from her.
So, our good mutual friend who lives in New York is currently visiting family in North Carolina.
Hell.
So,
that's a good thing.
So I talked to him last night. He said, "Yeah, we're going to get out of town for a little bit.
Yeah,
it's getting a little crazy around here." And
yeah, New York is stupid.
Yeah. I've been reading some of the reports and all, and they're talking about there was mass troop movement or whatever. So
oh shit.
Yeah, in those areas. But supposedly they're turning like the sports stadiums into testing places or medical places, so that they're there to help with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
so it hasn't gone crazy yet, but we'll see.
You think they would want to keep? Yeah, I don't know. I call bullshit because you're not going to risk moving that kind of thing because that's going to make people, no matter what, it's going to make people panic. It's going to make people go, what the fuck, And
no.
And the only reason to do that is say, okay, well, we can get, well, maybe he said the Coast Guard, right? So,
well, I've heard that it was troops. I don't know if it was Coast Guard or military or what. I mean, I honestly have not been paying attention to the news this weekend. I even switched my radio station in the car to the 80s, 90s and more channel instead of listening to the news, because I just got tired of listening to the news.
Yeah, me too. I'm just like, what? I don't mind. It's just.
Yeah, Ahmed says, "Hey, Andrew, I saw your video that your store is closing." Yep, for the moment it is. He says, "And Los Angeles is on lockdown." That I can believe. I don't know. Part of me says the sooner they get this over with, the sooner we can get back to normal. But
what is normal?
Oh, dude, I got to tell you something. So Saturday, because I didn't have anything else better to do, I went by my parents' house and I helped my dad set up his home network so that he could work from home. He works for the Navy. They're allowing him to work from home, but he needed a table. He needed an Ethernet cable, and I brought him all that stuff and I set him up. And so I'm talking to my mom, and what are you looking at? I mean, I can still see your screen down here in the little thing, but are you looking at porn, Kodiak?
Oh, I'm looking at Model Mayhem. I'm look at it right here. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, I really can't see it. It's small, but I can see your flipping.
That's what she said.
Okay, so let me finish telling you my story.
Like there.
So I'm talking to my mother, and I said to her,
"You can't see my photography anyway."
I can't see it no more. So I turned to her and I said,
"I'll let you look at my photography," but no, go ahead.
So I turned to my mom, and this is a valid question. This is a valid question for everybody. Is this our new normal? Is this what's going to happen every time they discover a new virus?
Well, this one's a little different. You notice how fucking aggressive the president is finally about, no, it comes from China.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this thing was cooked, and that's why we're fucking worried about it. I think they're more worried about the end game is I think they're worried because it's a virus that was, of course, an established virus that was cooked, meaning, they fucked with it. They don't know what it'll evolve into. I think that's why they're so panicked.
There's new viruses that are discovered like every couple of years. There's something new out there. But my question is this how we're going to react every time it happens? And my mom turned to me and her response was, Andrew, it's dangerous and people are dying. And I'm like, Mom, you've got to stop watching CNN.
Yeah, everybody does that same thing. And it's the same exact expression.
We have never shut down the country. We've never shut down the country for the flu virus, and that kills thousands of people.
I know a lot of people who stays off the news. They don't say that. Everybody I know for a fact that they're news bugs, newsaholics, says that exact same thing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my wife went about a week and a half watching the news, and I said, "Baby, you gotta stop. Baby, you gotta stop." And then when about the time she said that exact rhetoric that I was hearing everywhere else, I'm like, no. I went in her phone, deleted her app. I'm like, she's, what she said? Thank you. It's like
that's like me wanting to stay off of Twitter.
Yeah.
The other day I was there for like 15, 20 minutes just scrolling, and I'm like, my soul was slowly being sucked out of my body. It was to the point where I'm never going to get those minutes back, and I've got to stay away from the Twitter. I've got to stay off of the Twitter. That's just human slime is what's there.
I have to stay away from the shitter.
Please don't do that. We want you to continue to have a normal, active, everyday life.
Oh crap, guy! Oh, Elliot just sent me a photo.
Ooh. Oh, is it of Miss Fernandez? Mm-hmm.
That is not okay, Andrew. That is not okay. It's not okay. It's like that. I get the jokes about my wife because it's part of me, and you're teasing part of me. But you can't other people's wives.
Oh, please. Ahmed says that's why I'm staying home and watching movies on Epix and Showtime. Yeah. Oh, my wife, my daughter reached out to me.
Crap.
What?
Oh, dude, that looks amazing.
All right, you can't say that and then not share with us. So.
I can't share I can share with you though. Can you put me? Hold on.
No, I'd have to see it.
Yeah, I want to share with you, but I can't. This is an unveil. I can't unveil it yet.
Send it to me on Twitter.
Oh no, I can just text it to you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
We're
phone pals.
Yeah, we're phone pals. Oh my God, this is so. And the thing is I wouldn't do this probably for anybody else because it's.
The scammers have now started texting me, and the best part about getting a text from a scammer is there from time to time scammers will call me and I will give them a fake name. Like I won't tell them my real name. Sometimes I'll tell them my real name because I don't really care. But then sometimes I'll make up a name. Well, I gave them a name years and years and years ago, Herschel. So I get a text say, Herschel, we have a new gift for you. Click on this link. That's an absolute guarantee scam. Oh, did I tell you that I got a credit card scam call the other day, and I was so thrilled because they hadn't called in like over a week, and it's just great to know that they haven't lost my telephone number. So, are you sending me something now or what? You're just teasing me. All right, I'm going to set this up for comics because we're going to look at some comics. Because I've got to make these comic videos. And I figured if I'm going to. Kodiak, are you still there or are you hiding? All right, so here's the thing. We have more issues. We've got issues. This is another stack of comics that I picked up this week, and I'm going to share them with you. And they will be in the store very, very soon. They'll all be rebagged and boarded in nice new bags and boards. and they'll be made available at our store, and we're going to have a big sale next time we open. So as soon as we open, I will let you all know. That way you can come to the store, check them out, and get comics for really, really cheap. First up, we have a copy of Invincible number 113, which Robert Kirkman and Ryan Ottley, who's pretty fantastic. Ryan Ottley's currently working on Amazing Spider-Man for Marvel, and this is very cool. I like anytime I see an Invincible issue, I try to pick it up because it's always cool. I got a random Savage Dragon issue here. This is issue number 234. Now, Eric Larson, who we all know, has kind of lost his mind in the last few years, but yeah.
Let me guess. You don't have ISO, do you?
ISO, what's that?
Ooh, go back one.
No. We're not going to go back. We don't go back with these.
Hey.
Yeah.
What was that page? No. Show Kodiak the page.
This is Morbius, the Living Vampire, number 4.
You were the worst kind of tease.
I have a strange feeling that some people may come looking for Morbius comics sometime soon. So nice to stack up.
I hope this is a death blow for Marvel movies.
Oh, shut up! It's not. It's not. We got some old Avengers. This is issue 322. It's Paul Smith, and this is 337. Blasted by the Brethren. Okay. It's a Ron Lim cover, but I don't think he did the interior. Oh, no, Steve Epting did the interior. Oh, even better. Steve Epting's pretty awesome. Fantastic. This is 323. Another Paul Ryan one. 302. 292. This one, I think, is a Buscema. Yeah, this one's John Buscema. Check it out, Kodiak. He's hidden.
I don't want it.
There's a lot of really great old Avengers by Buscema in here. So
I used to have all those. I had from about, I would say, 86, every last Avengers in West Coast up until like 98.
Oh, yeah. These are all great issues, too. This is issue 293. I got a random Superman Adventures number 27. This is for the kids box, so we got X-Men Red number 5 with Mahmoud Asrar on art, which story-wise I'm not 100% sure on, but the art's pretty nice. Hey, Ahmed, this one's for you. We got another Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier. I'm not exactly sure what this cover is. I don't know. I mean, without reading the story, I haven't a clue what this cover is. This is a really bad cover. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I guess this is one of those hidden winks to people who read the book. Maybe they know what this means, but I have no idea. It's not a distinguishable thing.
Is it his shield star or something?
No, I don't know what it is.
Maybe Ahmed could tell us in the chat.
I don't know. We got a Daredevil number 603 with let me see who's the artist on this one. Mike Henderson. Mike Henderson's good. Mike Henderson's actually pretty good. Got a Chris Sprouse cover. We got a Guardians of the Galaxy issue, double-size anniversary issue number 14 with this is Brian Michael Bendis writing, but Nick Bradshaw on art, and Nick Bradshaw is freaking fantastic. He's a great artist. He's pretty much is like an Art Adams ripoff nowadays. So very cool. We got an Amazing Spider-Man issue. This is with Nick Spencer writing. You got the Ryan Ottley cover, but I think the interior is by Kev Walker. Cool. Here's another one of those Avengers 307. What's that? I don't even know what he's saying.
Rain just came out of nowhere.
We have Descender issue number 15 with Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Fantastic Four number 11.
Hey, it's mine.
We are already like an old married couple. You do not listen to me.
No, I'm not listening to you. I got the dog barking at me for some reason. Let's see. Oh, wow. Check this out. I have 2 copies of the New Mutants number 21. Check out. This one is the direct edition with the Spider-Man logo, and this is the retail edition with the with the barcode. But look what they did for the prices. This one just says $1, and this one's like crazy $1. This is a Bill Sienkiewicz cover, so this is really cool. I got both versions. I wonder if there's a difference price-wise.
That's not Mark?
No. That's actually part of the cover.
Strange.
Yeah, but that's cool. Issue number 20, I got 2 copies of that. One of these is in really good condition. One's a little beat up, but once again, another Crazy Uncle Bill cover. Here's one that's freaking awesome, number 19. This is part of the Demon Bear storyline. Very nice. Issue number 16 with, let me see, who did the art on this one? Sal Buscema. Very cool.
So he's still alive, right?
I'm not 100% sure. This one's also Sal Buscema on the interior, but it's Mandrake on the cover. It's a pretty disturbing looking cover, though. I got some old X Factor, issue number 21. This has Walter Simonson pencils. Very cool.
Yep, he's 84 years old. He's still alive.
Oh, very good. We got a Superman Action Comics Rebirth issue, 971. A really great looking Detective Comics issue 644 from 1992. This is a Michael Golden cover. I almost guarantee that. Electric City Part 1. Fantastic. Oh, this is one I'll need to put aside for Avery because I know he'll want it. This is Domino Hot Shots number 2. Gail Simone at her finest. Unless, of course, Kodiak, you want me to put this aside for you.
Eat shit and die. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I have to take Avery's place.
This is an Avengers, Bendis Avengers issue number
Wait,
22.
did I overshoot my impression of Avery?
You didn't do it deep enough with a deep enough growl in your voice. So here's issue 343 of the Avengers. This is also another one of these. Let me see. The classic one with Steve Epting. Fantastic. Probably should have known that just by looking at it. It's good Steve Epting work. I got a random issue of Fables. This is Mark Buckingham issue number 135. Very good. Rick and Morty.
A friend of mine that you'll see in all my photography named her daughter after that book, Fables. I believe it's that, or maybe just Fable. I don't know. She's a comic book nerd, so I think so.
That's cool. This is issue 39 of Rick and Morty. I didn't realize Rick and Morty had been around that long in comics, at least.
Huh.
We got a Hellboy BRD and the BRD 1956 number 5. I'm sure this is something that Ahmed would like me to put aside for him, because I don't think I've ever had this issue in the store. So cool. This one's interesting. Check this out. I mean, just looking at the cover, it's a Jim Starlin story with Alan Davis and Mark Farmer on art. Guardians of the Galaxy number 4. That just the combination of Jim Starlin and Alan Davis and Mark Farmer just sounds absolutely freaking fantastic. I got to double check and see if they did more than one issue. I have a strange feeling they may have only done one issue, but still, that's really cool. Here's another Hellboy and BPRD 1953. I think this is a one-shot. This is like an intro book. The Witch Tree and Rawhead and Bloody Bones. Gotcha. Uncanny X-Men 362. This is one of the Bacalo issues. Very cool. New Age of Heroes and Mortal Men number 6. I'm trying to put together a set of these, even though I wasn't really...
Who drew that?
Tyler Kirkham on art. This is the one that started with Jim Lee on the art and then quickly faded into obscurity because nobody cared after that. Here we have an old classic Doctor Strange, issue number 57. Let me see, what year is this? 82. And who did the art? Kevin Nolan, guest penciler. Oh, that's freaking awesome. This is early Kevin Nolan, so it's not his overwhelming, inking style that he does, but it's actually pretty nice. Very cool. I got some early X Factors. This is issue 20.
Oh, yeah. That's
in issue 18. These are great covers. Issue 17. This is actually worth a little bit of money, even though the cover's a little busted up, but this is the first appearance of Richter, who maybe not. I think he might be in the New Mutants movie, but I'm not sure. Issue number 14. Look at that cover. That's a great Walter Simonson cover.
Love Master Mold.
Yep. Got another Doctor Strange, early Doctor Strange, number 58. We've got an issue of Bane Conquest, number 5. This is part of a 12-issue series, which I'm trying to put together a run of. This is Chuck Dixon writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. DC's Young Animal, Cave Carson has a cybernetic eye. This is issue number 9. Working on a set of these. Another random Invincible issue, number 61. Ooh, check it out. It's Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth, number 1. Drawn by none other than Uncle Ethan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait,
He did the Rebirth issue. I mean, come on, look at that. That's him all the way, you know? Very cool.
I got that in a trade.
We got a classic Thor issue, number 315 from 1981. Got some of these older issues. These are 40 years old and they look fantastic. You know? Nothing amazing happens in this issue. It may only be like a $3 book, but it's still gorgeous for nowadays, you know? Got a couple issues of Squadron Supreme in here. This is issue number 12 of the 12-issue series. Paul Ryan on art. Fantastic. Now, this is a weird one. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 598. I'm not exactly sure who that character is, but that's pretty ugly. Squadron Supreme number 11. This one, I don't think it had anything special about it except for the fact that it's the last issue of DC's Secret Origins. This was the 96-page final issue, issue number 50. And I just really like the cover idea where all the main heroes are like taking down all the insignias and the cover design, and it just looks cool.
Hold up to the camera.
You have
bottom left. They're closer.
I mean, Dolphin. Yeah. Sicko, man. Rebirth Justice League number 21.
Having hetero eyes is not. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, this is another Brian Hitch writing and drawing issue. This is one that came out recently. This is Punisher Kill Crew. This was came out around the time of their last crossover where it was the villain from Thor 2. You know what I'm talking about, right? And the Punisher got involved, and he had his limited series and whatever. Oh, somebody will like it. Batman Detective Comics number 973. Very nice. Oh, here's another classic Thor. 314. Death Cry of Drax the Destroyer. I beg you, Thunder God, destroy me before it's too late. Keith Pollard on art. So a lot of people don't realize that when Drax was originally introduced, this is what he looked like. You know, he had a cape. He had a skull and crossbones belt. You know, he doesn't look anything like the movie version. But, you know, that's comic books for you. Got an issue of Gotham Academy, issue number 10, with Becky Cloonan on art and Carl Kerschel on art, which is always fantastic. This is a JLA Titans crossover limited series. I believe this is a 3-issue series, but it's Devin Grayson writing it and Phil Jimenez on art. And Phil Jimenez is actually pretty good. Pretty damn good. We have a current Justice League issue. This is the Scott Snyder Jimenez. What's his name? What's his first name? Carlos Jimenez. Or no, Jorge Jimenez. I'm getting my my Jimenez's mixed up. But very cool.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, me too. Spread number 6. I have somebody who's looking for these, so whenever I find them, I grab them. And then let's see what else we have here. We have Superwoman from the Rebirth era, number 7, and Superman, number 21. This one's got Patrick Gleason art on it, so you know it's got to be good. Fantastic. All right, so that's another stack of comics that will be in the store as soon as we reopen. I do not know when that's going to be, but when it happens, you'll be able to get comics for cheap, and we're going to have a big sale, and we're going to party like it's the end of the world, you know, coronavirus end of the world like, and everybody's invited. Whew. All right. Thank you, Kodiak, for humoring me with that.
Damn, I just coughed so much. It took me like 3 seconds to stop passing out. Whoa. I'm still doing it. Ugh.
You sicko man. You sicko man.
I'm literally sicko.
Yeah.
Wish it would go away.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up just because I have a few things I have to do away from my computer, and I cannot trust Kodiak to man the stream by himself because I don't know what he would do without me here to keep an eye on him.
I would flash my boobs.
That's exactly why we're going to end this now.
Oh, come on. Right now. Let's do it.
Well, we got another show. We got another show coming tomorrow, and we're going to do the raffle tomorrow. The raffle for the original piece of art. I have all the tickets to all the sales that were made over the last 2 weeks. I had really hoped to put another 20 to 25 tickets in here to boost it up a little bit more. But needless to say, I am going to stick with the plan of drawing a ticket out of this bin tomorrow. Probably do it at the beginning of the live stream at 8 o'clock. And we're going to give away an original piece of Hero and Crom art to one of my customers that comes to the store, and that's it. But we're probably going to expand it. We're going to do some more drawings. We're going to do some more stuff, and we may even get you guys in the chat involved, because I know my wife was like, "Well, what are you going to do for your YouTube subscribers, your YouTube followers?" I said, "Who knows? I make videos. I give them free stuff every day." Bottom line is, we're going to work out something. We're going to. What's that?
Let's see if I come back.
All right, Kodiak, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
You're a good guy. And you take care. Take care of the wife. Take care of the kids. And if any of them...
After stream end.
Okay, well, I was going to tell you, if somebody in your family gets sick, do not panic. Just chain them up out in the front yard, and the police will come by and take care of them. Don't worry about it.
That's weird.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm just kidding. Please, nobody listen to me, okay? All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for checking out the video.
Chains.
You don't have any chains? I'll bring some over.
Oh, those are the lacy type. We can't use those.
All right. Good night, everybody. I got to go watch Actually, I still got another hour because Walking Dead comes on at 9. So, what people are saying is that this is what's going to cause the zombie apocalypse. I hope it does. I hope the coronavirus leads to the zombie apocalypse.
Thin the herd. What are you talking about? Fat boys like us will not survive.
Yeah, that's why I don't care. I'm not going to be anybody's zombie bait. I'll be long gone before that ever happens.
Oh,
all right. Good night, everybody.
Butt plug Earth is real.